right, let's talk about one of the biggest milestones in an HVAC career, passing that journeyman exam. Think of this as your high-speed tour of everything you need to know to prove you're a real pro. So, are you ready to do this? If you're here, I'm guessing you're getting serious about taking that next huge step in your career. This exam, it's your ticket. It's what lets you work on your own and really climb the ladder. So, let's break down what it takes to master it. And just so we're clear, this is so much more than just another test. Passing the journeyman exam is the official sign-off. It's the industry saying, okay, you're not an apprentice anymore. It proves you've got the skills and the knowledge to be trusted on a job site all by yourself. And that trust, you have to earn it. We're talking about 3 to 5 years minimum of real, hands-on, documented experience. You can't just cram for this thing over a weekend. The exam is designed to test the wisdom you've gained from thousands of hours out there in the field. So where do we start? We start with the most important thing, period: safety. Before you even think about fixing a system, you have to know how to work on it without getting yourself or anyone else hurt. This isn't just a chapter in a textbook, it is the absolute foundation of this entire profession.
Let this sink in for a second. This isn't an exaggeration to scare you, it's a fact. There's a reason they hammer procedures like lockout/tagout on the exam, because in the real world, one mistake, one little slip-up with an energized system can be the last one you ever make. You need to know this process, Lotto, like the back of your hand. It's a life-saving rhythm. You prepare. You tell everyone what you're doing. You shut the power down. You isolate it at the source. You physically put your lock and your tag on it. And then, and this is the step people miss, you verify with your meter that the power is actually truly off. You've got to know these steps, no shortcuts. And of course, your personal safety starts with your own gear. Your PPE is your armor. It's your first line of defense against everything this job can throw at you. And yeah, you can bet the exam is going to expect you to know what armor you need for every different kind of battle, whether it's handling refrigerant or working next to a screaming compressor. All right, now that we've got safety locked down, let's get to the fun part, the nuts and bolts of it all. How do we actually make people comfortable? This is all about the core principles of heating and cooling that, let's be honest, make modern life possible. Now, this might sound super basic, but it's the whole game. Heating systems add heat. Cooling systems remove heat. That's it. They are two sides of the same coin. Comfort control. The exam is definitely going to test you on how furnaces and air conditioners pull off these opposite jobs. So how do they do it? Well, think of these 5 parts as the system's all-star team. The compressor is the heart, pumping the lifeblood, the refrigerant. The evaporator and condenser coils, they're the lungs, exchanging heat. The expansion device is the traffic cop, controlling the flow. And the blower, that's the muscle, moving all that conditioned air where it needs to go. Every single system is built around these key players. And this is their playbook. The refrigeration cycle is the engine that drives every single air conditioner and heat pump. The refrigerant gets compressed. It condenses to dump heat outside. It expands to get crazy cold, and then it evaporates to soak up heat from inside. This 4-step dance, you have to understand it inside and out. It's everything. Okay, so if the refrigeration cycle is the engine, what tells that engine what to do? Electricity. It's the nervous system of the entire machine. And you know, this is the topic that trips up so many technicians, both in the field and on the exam. So, let's make it simple. Pretty much everything in HVAC electrical comes down to these 3 things. The easiest way to think of it is like water in a hose. Voltage is the water pressure. Current is the actual flow of the water. And resistance, that's like putting your thumb over the end of the hose, fighting that flow. You master this relationship and you are halfway home. And this brings us to the magic formula, Ohm's law. V equals I times R. Now, this isn't just some boring equation you have to memorize. This is your secret weapon for troubleshooting. If you know any 2 of these, you can always figure out the third. It's how you diagnose a bad motor or a faulty heating element. It is a powerful, powerful tool. And here's how the whole system thinks. You wouldn't want 240 volts going to the thermostat on your wall, right? That'd be crazy dangerous. So instead, we use a safe 24-volt signal. It acts like a tiny messenger, telling the big, high-voltage parts when to turn on and off. Understanding how these low-voltage brains control the high-voltage muscle is absolutely crucial. Okay, we've hit safety, we've hit the core systems, we've hit the electrical fundamentals, but becoming a true journeyman, that means going deeper. It's about taking all these pieces and learning how to put them together to solve really complex, real-world problems.
And this is just a taste of what that looks like. It's not enough to just fix broken parts. You need to understand duct design, how to do a manual J heat load calculation to size a unit perfectly, how to properly commission a new system, and of course, you have to know all the local codes. True mastery means having a whole library of skills in your head. Now, if you're looking at all this and your head is spinning a little bit, that's completely normal. The amount of stuff you need to know is huge. But listen, mastering this trade is totally achievable. It just takes dedication, focus, and, most importantly, having the right tools to prepare. And having the right resource can make all the difference in the world. You need something that pulls all of this together into a path you can actually follow. For that, you really should check out the HVAC Journeyman Exam Prep Complete Study Guide with practice questions. It's written by Mike L. Porter and it's available on Amazon. And for those of you who learn best by listening, a version narrated by Tom Brooks is coming soon to audible.com. So grab the right tools and good luck with your studies. You've got this.